All right, you already know what it is, family. Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, right back at you once again, live in the flesh, with another GMOG Media TV conversation. Real quick, just got done watching the Breakfast Club interview with Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I've heard his name numerous of times, and not because he's a rapper and not because of his music, but because of things outside of that. So number one, I have not heard none of his songs. I don't know what his songs sound like. None of that. I'm not even interested in listening to his music, to be honest with you. So I'm hoping that the only way that I'm going to listen to his music is by accident, but I really don't even want to listen to it by accident. I'm definitely not going to listen to his music on purpose. That's for sure. So yeah, I don't know nothing about this guy's music. I understand he's from Brooklyn, but I wanted to watch the interview to get a perspective of where this guy is coming from and these Generation Z type rappers, because they're different. I'm old school. I'm 38. Grew up in 80s, 90s hip hop. So it's quite different in today's age where you can get away with saying and doing basically anything and be accepted. Tekashi got rainbow hair. I immediately think of LGBT when I think of a rainbow. But rainbow hair is accepted. Him, and he's Mexican also. He's classified as Mexican. I think he said he's Mexican and Puerto Rican. Okay, that's another topic of conversation. Let me go back. Let me backtrack real quick. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, again, like I said, I don't listen to his music at all, but I've only heard of this guy's name because of incidents. I saw the incident in LA where a couple dudes, out of town dudes from Houston, were trying to fight him and his crew. The game going after Tekashi. Tekashi is, appropriating gang culture, saying blood this and blood that, and not understanding the history of Generation Z. Rappers are not going to care about the history of things. If you give them information, primary sources, they're not going to care, right? So obviously he doesn't care about the history of gang culture, where it actually came from in terms of Tookie Williams, and how gangs started protecting neighborhoods. That's how it originally started. Okay, they don't know the history of that. Listening to that interview, Tekashi, obviously he came off immature. He's 21. I think he came off disrespectful towards Charlemagne, but it was kind of like Charlemagne getting a whiff of his own energy, because you can say that Charlemagne was disrespectful to past interviews as well, to past people he interviewed in the past. So, but I did at this instance find that he had a lot of dismissive and arrogance towards him regarding the interview. And again, this is my son, my youngest one here. He wants me to open up his iPad. Oh, what's the code for this thing? I don't even know the code for this thing. Is that it? I think I froze it. Well, he gonna have to come back. I mean, he gonna have to. Sorry about that, family. I'm doing this raw, uncut, no editing, so forgive me. But I wanted to make this video real quick, and share my thoughts as they're fresh on my mind, because I just got done watching this interview. But going back to Tekashi 6ix9ine, as far, like I said, his interview seemed very disrespectful, very arrogant, cocky. Because again, I never heard this guy's music. He say he's the hottest rapper in NY. I've never heard this guy's music, nor do I want to hear his music. And say he the hottest rapper, he's better than Cardi B. And, again, you have a right to say you're the best at what you do. But again, I don't care for his music. He mentioned about he doesn't start beefs. He continues them. He they Charlemagne asked him about, you know, him trolling other artists and stuff like, or provoking other artists and antagonizing them and stuff like that. He addressed that by saying, you know, I don't start anything, and you know, that kind of thing. Again, I was just trying to understand his point of view, and I still didn't really understand his point of view. Generation Z rappers, these guys that dress the way they do, that act the way they do, they're not checked. This new wave or Generation Z type of rappers, the thing that was shunned upon in my heyday, right? Wearing rainbow colored hair, suspect clothing, you know, doing suspect, you know, wearing dresses, basically, just looking effeminate, looking moist, sounding moist. That's the type of thing that you would check back in the day. Now you're not checked anymore. Now it's like it's such a you know, a thing to do that anybody is going to jump on it and make money from that, right? So when I saw that, especially when his manager came on, and I believe his manager is like, you know, same age bracket as myself and Charlemagne. When I saw that, it was like these guys are just all in to get a bag from this guy Tekashi. I guess he's the hottest rapper out right now in the NY, and everybody's jumping on him, jumping on his wave. But again, like our ancestors said from Craig Mack, who just passed, you won't be around next year. So I don't see this guy being around next year. You know, I don't see, if he's around next year, not being as popular as he thinks he is right now. But yeah, I don't see this guy having more momentum going forward. You know, these new age rappers, again, they say and do anything that was shunned upon back in my heyday. And, you know, the true artists in hip hop that have longevity, that have been out here for decades, like the Jay-Z's of the world, the Nas's of the world, right? Those kind of artists, Kendrick Lamar, even though he's a newer artist, but my point is that those type of artists are the dying breed in terms of performers, right? These Generation Z rappers, they rely too much on technology. They rely too much on just extra things when they perform and they do their music. They're basically studio pyrotechnic rappers. Studio pyrotechnic rappers that rely too much on technology when they perform. And they sound and look like trash when they perform their music live. That's what it is, you know. I have not heard Tekashi's music, nor do I care. So I'm assuming that, you know, he's sounds like one of these new age rappers that's out right now, like I don't know, whatever these rappers that use, you know, excessive auto tune and excessive effects when, you know, they rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just, you know, I'm not totally against Generation Z rappers. I just try to understand them, and I do listen to a few of them, but I'm not going to go out my way to go ahead and, you know, stream their whole album. I'm not going to do that at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, what I got out of that interview was just Generation Z rappers, specifically, you know, there's no rules and regulations at all to these guys that are out right now. So whoever's around him and these type of rappers, they have people that are understanding they're there to get a bag, and that's it. Whatever they're doing is okay. Rainbow hair, suspect clothing, the whole nine is cool, right? It's cool for you to look like and sound like you're effeminate and moist. It's cool, as long as you're making money. So his camp that's around him, they know this guy is hot, so they're going to make as much money as they can off of him until his celebrity dries out, and they're on to the next. And that's the way it is with this type of game right now. But again, like I said, what Craig Mack said, I don't see this guy being around next year in terms of his popularity right now. I don't see that happening, you know, at all. For this guy, Tekashi 6ix9ine, I don't see it. You know, just don't see it. So, Anyway, fam, those are my quick thoughts on that particular interview for Tekashi 69 on the Breakfast Club. You know, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about his interview. Let me know if you heard his music at all. Let me know what you think about his music. I don't, like I said, I haven't heard his music at all. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. All right, family. So until next time, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.